What's up, future millionaires? I'm Mike the Investor, and today we're going to be talking about a metaverse project that I believe is still truly undervalued. And this project is called Decentral Games. Now, a few weeks ago, I did a video on the entire project, breaking it down on what it actually consists of. Now, today, I want to talk about a few days ago, an article came out stating that Decentral Games did $7.5 million in revenue in the past 3 months. Now, based off of my research and what the website says, out of that 7.5 million in revenue, 6.5 million actually came from the previous month, which is crazy, which tells me that Decentral Games is definitely growing in adoption, overall awareness, and users. And so what we're going to be covering in today's video, we're going to be looking at the price chart of the Decentral Games token, and I'm also going to show you from the current price how much value it takes to get a 10x, because I do believe it is definitely possible. And then after we dive into that, we're going to look at the article stating that they did 7.5 million in revenue in the past 3 months, and then we will look at their latest NFT drop that comes out this month. Now, before we actually dive into all of that, I want to take a brief second to talk to you about Unstoppable Domains, and they're actually having a premium domain sale where they will only be selling 99 unique .NFT domains, and it's only going to be available for 72 hours, and they partnered up with OpenSea to actually sell these domains. Now, taking a brief look on OpenSea, here's the Unstoppable Premium .NFT domain drop. There are only 99 of these that will be available. You can see the floor price is currently 0.65 ETH. You can see the volume traded already. And as we scroll down, here are some of the domains that you can see. You got gaming.nft, football.nft, hodl.nft, and you can just see these would definitely be extremely popular. So if you're one of those people who don't need a premium domain, you just need a regular extension, these start around $5 depending on what extension you go with. And the beautiful thing is you only have to purchase these one time, no renewal fees, and you can actually mint these on the blockchain completely free. So if you want to check out Unstoppable Domains, whether it's for a premium domain or a regular blockchain domain, I will have both links in the description below. But now that we got the intro out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the price chart of the Decentral Games token right after this. Welcome back to the channel, future millionaires. So now we are on CoinGecko here, and we can see the market is down. It's a little bit red, down at 2.2%, and we are hovering around that 2 trillion market cap. Now, as we look at Decentral Games, the current rank according to CoinGecko is 357. The current price is 37 cents, and you can see we are down at 5.4%. Now, as you look at the market cap, extremely low for a project with this much potential, with the partnerships they have and the financial backing that they have as well, which you can find in the previous video I put out on Decentral Games. Market cap is only 144 million, probably going to be a lot lower with the market tanking right now. And you can see for the circulating supply, 380 million. Total supply 397 million, and the max supply, in my opinion, is still pretty small at 1 billion. And they did just do a token split because the current max supply was only 1 million, and they did a 1 to 1,000, which I touched on in that video. And so if you look at this price chart, it is going to be a little bit out of whack because of the new actual token split. And so if we just move back up here, I just want to show you what it actually takes to get Decentral Games to a 10x because of the potential it's doing. We can see we're going to be looking at the 7.5 million in sales that they did as well. This project is only at 144 million. And so let me pull up the calculator here. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and copy the total supply. And here we have the calculator here. So what we're going to do, we're going to paste that in here. And so basically a 10x is 1,000%, okay? And so A 10x on this current market cap will put the market cap around a 1.4 billion market cap, which is still actually pretty small, definitely for a project like this. And that will put Decentral Games anywhere maybe around $3.90 to $4, give or take. So let's see actually how close am I on this. So what we're going to do now, we have the total supply in here. We're going to times this times what we want the price to actually be of this crypto. And I'm going to say $4. You can see that's going to put us at a 1.59, so almost a 1.6. So if we just want to be a little bit closer, times 3.90, which would be $3.90, still a little bit higher. So give or take, it'll be somewhere probably between $3.75 and $4 at the current price will be a 10x, which will still put it around under 1.6 billion, which is still small compared to what this project is doing. And so this is why I said in the thumbnail it has 10x potential. If you look at who's backing them, if you look at what they've been able to achieve, and we're about to dive into the article that talks about them doing 7.5 million in sales. So this is a undervalued project in my personal opinion. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only, so please do your own research before investing. But now let's move to the next segment in this video, which is the article talking about the sales that they've done in the past 3 months. Let's check it out. So according to Market Insider, this article came out February 4th. The headline says this Metaverse casino raked in 7.5 million in the last 3 months and accounts for a third of Decentraland's daily users. That is 30%. That is huge, right? And Decentraland, as we know, is one of the top Metaverse projects in the space today. Now, the first section here says a Metaverse casino run by Decentral Games has made a 7.5 million in revenue over the past 3 months, with about 6,000 users logging on every single day to gamble in the metaverse. Now, this says 7.5 million over the past 3 months, but based off of my research, and if we look right here on their website, it gives you their stats. Revenue last month, 6.5 million. So right there, that tells us out of the 7.5 million, 6.5 million was actually done in the previous month, which is telling me the excitement of this project is growing. Now, as we look at the 𝗧𝗢𝗠𝗧𝗢𝗑 virtual casino in Decentraland, is a play-to-earn platform that could have upwards of 1,000 players playing poker at any given time. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but when it comes to the open metaverse, it's pretty substantial considering the main issue right now with the metaverse is they are pretty empty. Now, I did kind of paraphrase this a little bit as we move down to the last couple paragraphs here. Now, over a year and a half ago, Decentral Games began acquiring virtual real estate in Decentraland and bid to get in early on the trend virtual spaces. Now, the DAO has since accumulated over 1,000 parcels of digital land, and it has seemed to have paid off so far. Now, the virtual gambling hub accounts for about 30% of Decentraland's daily users, as they mentioned to us in the headline. That is huge, and you can see this price has been kind of tanking on Decentral Games, right? Which is definitely not a bad thing for people who see the value in this project and who also understand how huge gambling and online gambling will be in the future. Now, as you look at Decentral Games, it is a Web3 version of online gambling, as it requires players to purchase one of the NFTs in order to win when they play. Now, these NFTs wearables have grown in popularity, which they definitely have, as they currently sold in the NFT marketplace on OpenSea for about 2.4 ETH, or about 6,500 at the time of this article. And so you can see you do got to pay to play a little bit if you do want to get into their NFT wearables. Now, the last thing I thought was very interesting, which would definitely increase the value of the overall project. You can see Anthony said Decentral Games is gearing up for the mobile version of 𝗧𝗢𝗠𝗧𝗢𝗑 in the coming months, which means that will be out sometime this year, which I definitely think is going to increase the value and bring more users to the Decentral Games ecosystem. Alright, so now let's dive into Decentral Games ICE NFT wearables, which are extremely popular, and I'm going to share with you what my plan is in the future with these wearables. But let's check it out. Now this is coming directly from Decentral Games themselves. February 7th is when this came out. Ice Poker NFT drops number 9 and number 10, which will be Ice Airlines and 𝗬𝗢𝗏𝗡𝗦. Now let's move down just to some of the brief details of this NFT drop. Now both drops will have 1,250 wearables. Now number 9 drop, which is Ice Airlines, will be minted with ETH on Thursday, February 10th. And then Ice Poker drop number 10, which is 𝗬𝗢𝗏𝗡, is going to be minted with the ICE in-game currency on February 17th. Now looking at the pricing here briefly, number 9 Ice Airlines is going to be minted at 1.5 wrap Ethereum, and then you have 𝗬𝗢𝗏𝗡, which will be minted at 25,000 ICE, which is 1.05 ETH at the time of this article was written. Now if we move down briefly just to the minting process, for the drop number 9 you must have 1,000 DG across your Ethereum mainnet wallet, of course, and then you're going to need the 1.5 wrap Ethereum to mint it. Now if you're wanting to get the drop number 10, you're going to need the 25,000 ICE for the 10th mint on Polygon for each mint. And it says there will be a 10-minute cooldown period after each mint, and it says the whitelist period for the Ice Airlines mint is 5 minutes. Now if we just move down a little bit, here are some of the wearables that you can put on your digital avatar that you can use. Now my plan to use with this is, I haven't purchased one of these yet. I do want to try to get one if I can find a deal on one on the secondary market, but I would like to go ahead and grab me an ICE wearable, and the reason being is because you actually don't have to just play the game to earn passive income. You can actually buy the wearable, and then you can actually delegate it out, which is kind of another term for renting it to another user, and then when they earn income, you're actually earning income as well. And I believe the basic share profit starts around 60 to 40%. And so I believe if you're renting it out, you get 40%, and then the person using your wearable gets 60%. I believe that's how that goes, but let me know down in the comment section on how exactly does that work. But this is another way to gain passive income if you don't just want to be using the online gambling, facilities. All right, so let's do a quick recap on what we covered in today's video. So number 1, we looked at Decentral Games price chart. Number 2, we looked at what it takes to 10x. Number 3, we looked at the article that told us 2 major things. Number 1, they did 7.5 million in revenue in the past 3 months. And number 2, they make up for 30% of Decentraland's daily active users. This is huge. And then I showed you out of that 7.5 million, they actually did 6.5 million just in the previous month. And then the last thing we took a look at was their latest NFT drop. Now besides all of that, I want you guys to do your research on their financial backing as well as the partnerships that they have, because this is a undervalued project in my personal opinion, if you understand how big online gambling will be in the future. Now if you gain some value from this video, most importantly, definitely smash the like button. It really helps out the channel. But remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.